What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Stanley Parable 2. Yeah, so if you didn't watch last episode, apparently we are now playing the Stanley Parable 2. And the way I know this is true apparently I'm a rapper today. That right there. It says the sequel is now paused. So yeah, it's very interesting. Last episode, the goddamn narrator tries to steal my bucket. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
What could it mean?
Right.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Right. I need my reassurance bucket. I need it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Now, what the hell? Let's do just that.
Still no one was here.
Huh.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Yes.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
No. I need
Oh, Stanley,
the broom closet.
can you feel it? The broom
Feel what?
closet. It wants the bucket.
What?
You can feel that,
Go.
can't you? The aura of jealousy.
Get away.
It's as clear as day.
Get away from
This
the bucket.
broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now.
No.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet.
No.
That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
Get
It's
away.
with the other cleaning
We were
supplies.
friends and you betrayed me.
Don't give in. Don't.
You were the chosen one.
I know
With 3
how
pounds
hard
in the
it must
forest.
be.
I joined. Wait, shit.
Given
That
the
was.
pressure
Wait,
that the
shit.
broom
No.
closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is
Right.
your bucket. This is your
Join-
companion
said,
and
I joined
lifelong
them.
friend.
We're bouncing the forest. I'll leave it in darkness.
We're getting
You're
into
my
name
brother,
calling
broom-
now, it
broom
seems.
closet.
This is how low the
I
broom
love
closet
you.
has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in
Yeah.
order to get you to hand over the bucket.
Can't be.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
I think I
Even
have
this is worse
mixed
than I had
feelings.
imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply
What?
that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
No.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
You're right.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You son of a
Expand on the wide
bitch.
variety
I've
of
trusted you.
experiences and
So
the
many
bucket
years. I
shared.
trusted
Go
you.
through each of them point by point.
I don't even remember what happened.
Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings.
Okay, can you
for
shut the
bucket
fuck up
as they
now,
have
please,
changed
man?
and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay. Are you actually gonna shut up? Are we actually shutting up? Okay.
Okay,
Goddamn
I've
broom
got you
God!
something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
What is
Here
it?
we go.
Property is Stanley.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet.
Yeah.
With all your meandering philosophical diatribes
That's
about the
more
nature
you.
of cleaning. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
You know what? No, we're walking downstairs like I did in the very first episode. See what happens with the bucket.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope, couldn't do
He
it.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Sounds-
He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that
Oh
risk?
boy, yep, I'm trying
All
to see
because he
shit again.
believed everyone had vanished. His
It
boss would
happened.
think he was crazy. And then something
Okay, well, it
occurred
seems
to
like the
Stanley.
dialogue's.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his
Okay,
arms.
I was wondering
Am
when
I
something was going to change
crazy?
because the way he was
He
saying
asked
it
the
was
bucket.
different.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
What?
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Right?
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized,
Realized
this
what?
isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
No.
How did I end up with
the-
someone
it
else's
says-
bucket?
it says property
This
is
is all
Stanley.
terribly wrong. Surely
Oh, God,
no
get away.
good would come from this.
No.
Who knows what
Oh, God.
sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience
I think I'm
without the
experiencing right now.
psychologically grounding presence of his
Oh, God.
bucket.
Oh, God.
And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which
Oh,
was,
no.
of course, very
No,
odd.
no, where's the bucket?
And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
What? Ah!
He exclaimed, "Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Oh, God.
Where is it? I must find it."
Where's
Far
the-
off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
The bucket.
I'm coming.
Could it truly be?
Bucket.
He rushed forward
Bucket.
from room
Bucket.
to room,
Which
passing
was
by
mine? Which
one
was mine?
bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Where's the bucket?
Come to me, Stanley. Find
Go.
me.
This can't
He
be.
had to find the
That's
bucket.
it?
He had to
No, it
return
was
to his
over
old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
Right.
And then suddenly, it froze dead in his tracks.
Say what now?
He knew where the voice
No.
of the bucket had been coming from.
Where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
The hell?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Okay, we're going back with Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
What?
This man had no bucket.
Exactly.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions, and how everything is predetermined, and free will is an illusion, and it's all just a video game.
What the
It could
fuck?
all have been prevented
How the
if
fuck does she
only
know
he'd
that?
taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
What?
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course,
Okay.
she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work,
Alright, well,
for
that's
which her
pretty
bucket
normal.
would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
I'm sure.
Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way.
She what the fuck? Okay. Okay, so every ending we do from the original game is gonna have a new ending with the bucket, basically, is what that kind of implied. So we need to still get all the original endings. Well, that's what we did with the phone too. So we got the phone. We got the phone, and what else? So we went insane. We got to do the games one, and we got to do the blue. We got to do the blue and the red door endings, right?
All of his
What else
co-workers
do we need
were
to do?
gone.
The confusion ending.
What
That's
could it
right.
mean?
We got to do that too.
Stanley decided to go to the
do
meeting
the
room.
confusion
The
endings. I really
confusion
like
and
that one.
chaos all seemed to melt away as
Yes.
Stanley embraced the bucket.
Okay, well I'm gonna do just
Stanley
that.
clutched the bucket tightly
Okay,
to his.
okay.
This was
Let's go
not
do
the
that.
correct way to
Then I'll
meet him.
go and just do
But
whatever
Stanley
other
had
endings
felt
we
the
haven't done
bucket
without
calling
the
to
bucket.
him, telling him that the
Let's see, like, what
El
else we can do.
Lounge was simply the place to be.
Do,
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Let's do the confusion ending.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them.
Oh, we also have to do the up and down ending,
section
too.
And walked straight ahead
press
to the
conference,
opposite door.
Alright, this is what we need to do. Then I'm gonna go around and probably do a couple more endings
Oh,
too.
good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I
Really?
knew you'd find this place eventually.
We care about you, Stanley. What the hell is this?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
I know.
We're the ones that matter, Stanley.
No.
Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the
Right.
Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
What?
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with
You
it.
gave it to
Don't you
me!
want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Not really, no.
We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
It did.
Now
God
this
damn it,
is
dude.
what the Stanley
Stop
Parable
cutting it
is about.
off!
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then.
When
Let's
did
do
this
it
happen?
for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I don't remember the whole drugs and hookers line.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
No.
We need to get rid of the bucket.
What?
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley
No.
Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No, that's the bucket.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
I'm not doing it.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
No!
And then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
There's gotta be a way I can turn this off. I'm not doing it.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
No.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
What?
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom
bucket.
closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
Oh,
Quickly
God.
now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans.
I'm
Stanley.
trying.
Get the fans what they want. Hurry and...
What the hell?
Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
What the hell about me, though? Okay then. So that's the confusion
All of his
ending,
co-workers were gone. What could it
which
mean?
is now the
Stanley
bucket
decided to go
destroyer
to the meeting
ending.
room. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
Let's go
With
do
the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Okay, so we did the insanity ending.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
Let's go do
tightly
the red
to
and blue
his-
door,
This was not
door
the correct
endings.
way to the meeting room. But Stanley
Then I
had
guess
felt
I'll
the
just
bucket
do
calling
another
to him,
ending without
telling
the
him
bucket.
that the employee lounge
Like we'll just
was
do a
simply
normal
the
ending
place to
because
be.
we haven't explored
And
everything.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Right.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question
Okay.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed
probably
him, of course,
unplugged
because
the
buckets
phone.
can't talk.
We don't
But
unplug the
Stanley chose
phone.
not to think about this
Later, I know
obvious
we can do
fact.
that.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken
Nah.
to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Really? You're not even gonna compensate that I left the thing? Okay. Right here, red and blue doors.
No, stop.
Ah.
Look there on the wall. You see? There's a
What?
sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Ah!
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I didn't see it.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
What?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
What do you mean?
Which, if that's true, well, my goodness.
I
think
know
we'll have
what
to
a
do something
bucket and a
about
bucket
it.
is not.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Okay.
So much of the
Is there no
impact
blue
of the
or red door
story is
ending,
dependent
then?
on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Okay.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. Cool. Oh, we still gotta do up and down ending too.
Now then,
There's a
I'm going to run
what
you
the hell
through
is
some
this?
test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay. Let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes. What?
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket,
Oh,
not
fuck
an
you.
actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Fuck off, bro. All of a sudden, no, because
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
yes.
Correct.
Cool.
This is a bucket.
Fucker. What the shit?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
It's not, but what? No. I'm saying no, because that is a tractor.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
Okay.
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even
Okay.
this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Well, I was just like, look, by the way you've been pulling tricks on me, right?
Is this a bucket?
No. You're gonna pull a trick though, aren't you? If I say no, it's probably... I can't tell if he's gonna fuck with me here or not. I'm saying no because that's the damn tractor. What?
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
God damn it. What? That's a tractor. We just went over it.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Okay. Is this a bucket?
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Yeah?
I've lost all sense of perspective.
Oh, no,
What
no.
is a bucket? What isn't a bucket?
No,
Mere
no,
moments
no.
ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I
think I'm
a
holding
bucket?
one.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had
No,
to
you're not a
begin with.
bucket. I won't be a
I'm
dick.
afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
What? No.
Okay.
No. No.
Here we go.
Don't do it. No. No. Fuck.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Seems like.
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
What?
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
Well, same here,
How
man.
could- Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Was Stanley
And
a bucket?
Stanley, you're still here.
Oh, okay, I'm alive.
You're not a bucket either.
Can you recreate everything?
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Cool.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a
Can
game.
you like reboot everything for
So,
me?
tell you what, I'll reset everything.
Thanks.
And we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone
Awesome.
else, maybe don't mention that.
Got it.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
I think I'm prime example of what it'll do to a person. Confuse the shit out of them. Is that every ending we've done so far, guys? Nope, we gotta do the up and down.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was.
Wait.
He hoped very much
Is
that
it
it
extra
was.
bright? Wait, is it actually? Oh god, is it really actually bright now? Hey, wait, hold on. That says
Stanley
420 over
picked
there.
up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
Okay. Wait, is there really balloons there? Oh, there are. Cool, there's some there. Okay.
Stanley
I'm
clutched
gonna
the
do
bucket
the up and
tightly
down
to his chest
ending
and
again.
entered the door on his left.
Because I think we've gotten pretty much every ending we've done without
Still
it.
no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I'll never go back
Perhaps
to
his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
you. Alright. Let's look at over here. Oh, look.
You found one of them.
Yay.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You
I don't
can't
believe
buy
that.
that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
Yeah,
once again
fuck, we got it right
stunned to discover not an indication of any human
There's the
life.
achievement here if I keep pressing A.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster.
Aha!
fire,
I got the
if not
achievement.
for the soothing presence
I don't know if
of
y'all
the
can
bucket.
see that, but I got the achievement.
Even now, in his darkest of
2,
hours,
8,
did the
4,
bucket's warmth
5.
and guiding light. But Stanley guessed that.
Actually, do I want to just follow what he says?
Was it
Like
the
100%
bucket
and
all
just do
along?
everything later?
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
So, oh, it's another,
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
What is-
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands?
Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines?
I like
Yes,
that.
I think I like
I like that, yeah.
Another Stanlerine.
Alright, you know what? Let's just
under
follow
your
him
belt.
100% and see what he does. Oh my god, I just thought. Okay. You know what? Let's just follow him. We'll do the up and down tomorrow. Or later in the episode. Let's just 100% and see what he happens when I follow him 100%. What does the narrator do when I follow him?
The elevator raced downward,
100%.
plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do
Well,
to
we're
keep
gonna do
himself
something about the
together,
bucket.
if not for
And then
the
I think I'll
bucket.
do like the main
Soothing
ending.
him,
Like we'll
comforting
go.
him, reassuring that in
And
this
after this,
darkest
we'll
moment
do it
of
without the
uncertainty,
bucket.
He would be all right.
I think that's
The
what I'll
bucket
do.
is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm sure.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Well, that thing says escape, but I'll follow him 100% this time. Let's see what he's got for me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
Right,
with
this is where
television
we're way
screens.
back in the
What
when we did the
horrible
fusion ending.
secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
There I am.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
I wonder if I could actually see
monitored
myself
like
there.
guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything will be fine, Jimmy. Everything will be fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I don't know.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Right?
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Correct. The bucket is the only thing I can truly trust.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation, Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
So would it
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
There's something up here.
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
What is this? I guess I can't follow that. Okay. It's so dark I can't even see, and I feel like I'm blasting some y'all's ear jumps out. Sorry. There we go. Mind controls idle.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Everything I'm supposed to do. So let's see what happens when I do everything it tells me to.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it.
Yay!
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Alright.
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on earth.
What?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it
We all
halfway
better-
through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Why?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived
that's awesome.
together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
What?
What? Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped?
I don't know.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
What?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
What?
This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What? No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth.
No.
Go to any lengths.
No.
The bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
I hope so.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I don't think I was okay in the end. Okay, well I followed you 100% this time. So, alrighty. I guess with that, we're gonna be done with this episode.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
you know what?
meeting
Hold on.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What's this? Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Okay. Well, I'll wait for you. I want to go and get to the two doors.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. From here, I think we'll do everything what the narrator says tomorrow, because I think this will be the end of this episode. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Stanley Parable. Sorry it was, again, a little shorter, but I think we're running out of time, and I don't think I can do any other ending. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.